Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just got my hair done and that's why it looks really good. Usually it does not look this good. But yeah, I'm not gonna wash it for days now because it just looks too good to mess up. But hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Logan if you've never seen me before. And I just got done watching the Sandlot Harry Styles 2022 Harry's House interview, and I just like sat on my bed for 10 minutes and just absorbed it all after viewing it. I am so glad that there's a new one because I always found myself going back to the Fine Line one when I couldn't sleep or when I just like needed something to do, and just like listening to him like talk about life. And Sandlot is so good at interviewing. Like, please interview me. It's like therapy. By the time you're watching this video, Harry's House is out, so you should go listen. If you're not a Harry Styles fan, I promise I will make you one. It's my ultimate goal in life to make everyone Harry Styles and Taylor Swift fans. And I have a reaction video, and I will link it down below. It should be the video right before this. I don't know how it went, as when I'm filming this, Harry's House isn't out yet, but I'm sure I'm a hoot. I'm sure I went feral. What's new? Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And now we're gonna get into the actual point of this video that I'm doing. So I wanted to do a updated 2022 summer watch list video. I think I have a video already similar to this, like a variation of this, but I don't know if I've actually done a summer watch list video. So I want to do that for you all. And if I have, there are updated things on here. And there also are like repeats and things that I watch every summer. But yeah, I just thought it would be fun to share my watch list with you all. You all know that I'm a big movie and TV lover. And I'm very much into like tradition and seasonal viewing and like repeating things every year. So that's why I always have a summer watch list. It's in my little bullet journal. And yeah, first I'm going to start with my summer staple, which is H2O. I've already started part of it. I watched it every single summer, probably since I was like 10 or 11. I've watched it every summer. Me and my sister both do. It is the easiest thing to watch, the most nostalgic thing to watch, and it is also so dramatic for a children's show, and it never gets old. I have never met a person in my life who has disliked H2O. It is so good. Such a comfort, so nostalgic. And yeah, I'm gonna start watching that again full speed ahead as soon as I'm done with One Tree Hill, because I've been rewatching that for the second time as I just took a trip to Wilmington, North Carolina where it was filmed, so I've just been like in One Tree Hill mode. But I'm on like season 7, so I should be done here soon. Next is one I've already watched this year, and that is the 1997 or 98 whatever, the Lindsay Lohan edition of The Parent Trap. Yes, I have seen the original. Yes, the Lindsay Lohan one is better. This one's also very nostalgic for me. You will find that that is a theme with my summer watches. I just like kind of reconnecting with my childhood. And I think a lot of things that make summer are like just childhood things in general. So The Parent Trap is a super amazing summer watch if you don't already have it on your list. The soundtrack, so summery, the vibe, everything about it, it just screams summer. I have every single song, almost every single song from that soundtrack on my phone because it's just so good. Nothing has beat it. Next on my list is The Sandlot. This movie is like the ultimate summer movie. Like, I don't think I watch this movie in any other season other than summer because it would just depress me if I watched it in like the winter when it's freezing outside. It's just so something about it. And if Benny was not one of your childhood crushes, I don't believe you, because I was so in love with him as a child. Next is obviously High School Musical 2. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So Troy Bolton, I love you. Thank you. Next on my list is Cheaper by the Dozen 2. Cheaper by the Dozen 2 I like better than Cheaper by the Dozen 1. I'm not gonna lie. I think the plot far juicier, and it's got an incredible cast. It's, you know, Steve Martin, Hilary Duff. I'm in love with Charlie Baker. It's good. It's good. Next on my list is Beverly Hills and 90210, so the 90s one, not the 2000 reboot. I watched this show for the first time this time last year, and it's on my watch list for this summer. I don't know if I'll get through the whole series again because, number one, Hulu, like, which is what I watch it on, skipped some episodes, so there's some like plot holes, and it was just a lot for me to have to figure out what I missed, or like go to the library and like get the discs, and I'm not going to be home with the DVD player. But I'll probably get a few episodes in there, some of my favorite episodes. Yeah. Next we have Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, movie 1 and movie 2. They are both very summer vibes, and they're just like super cute movies to watch, you know, by yourself with your friends on a summer night. Very good. The books are also good. Yeah. Next is the movie Stand By Me, classic 80s movie. I think it's on every summer watch list ever created, because there's just something about it, you know? Next are two of my all-time favorite films ever. This is an unpopular opinion, but I actually like the second film in this series more than the first, which is a big statement to make. But it is Mamma Mia 1 and Mamma Mia 2. I love Mamma Mia Here We Go Again. I went into the theater and I was like, I have to watch this 80,000 times more, and I have. I will watch Mamma Mia 2 first before I watch Mamma Mia 1. There is just something about Lily James and the young dads in that movie that I just can't get past. Like, it's just so good. Oh, why is the lighting changing? Hello. Obviously Mamma Mia is like purely summer in its greatest form. The way that like Sandlot is for like summer childhood, that's how Mamma Mia is for like teenagers and adults. Like, it's just summer in its purest form. I was supposed to be going to Greece, which is such a first world thing to say. I was supposed to be going to Greece for like me and my sister's senior trip combined, since, you know, I graduated in 2020. But with COVID, we decided to not do it. So I'm kind of sad that I'm not going to Greece at the same age as Sophie and Mamma Mia, but it'll be okay. I'll get to Greece one day. I will get to Greece one day, and the day that I do, it will be super fulfilling because everyone on earth knows that that is my dream destination. Next is a movie that I have never seen, which is very shocking. I don't know why I haven't seen this movie, but it's Luca. I think I tried to watch it at one point, and then just like something happened and I couldn't like sit down and watch it. But I will be watching this movie this summer. I hear that it is like marvelous, and I just want to watch it. So Luca. Next is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Dog Days is one that my sister and I always watch together. It is so funny. It's just a good movie. Roderick Rules is definitely the best Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but in the summertime, Dog Days just hits. Like, they're at the country club, they're in the pool, like, it's just very summery, and I love it. The next thing on my list is just Nicholas Sparks. In general, I just watch a lot of Nicholas Sparks movies in the summer. You know, you've got like your Dear John, The Notebook, which I've already seen this year, The Last Song, which I've also already seen this year. What else? Safe Haven, like literally everything. Very summery. And I watched both The Last Song and parts of The Notebook while I was in my Wilmington trip, while I was on it, because they're filmed like kind of around, not really in Wilmington, but they're like, some of them are filmed in North Carolina and some of them are filmed in South Carolina, and so it was just kind of vibey. And speaking of things taking place in North Carolina and being filmed in South Carolina, Outer Banks, we also watched some Outer Banks episodes while we were there. Very much a summer show, and I will definitely be rewatching the entirety of the series again because it will probably take me a total of 48 hours, so if that. Yeah, very unhealthy. Next is Dirty Dancing. So this movie is also just very summery. I feel like I always find myself going back to it at summertime. I really want to go to where it was filmed, and I had heard a little rumor that Jennifer Grey, if they did remake Dirty Dancing, would want Harry Styles to play Johnny. I don't even know if I could find the words. I told my mom that, and she was like, yes. And she's in love with Patrick Swayze, and she is like, Dirty Dancing is probably in her top 3 favorite films of all time. So that was like a big thing. I was like, this, if that happened, it would have to be him. I am not the biggest fan of like reboots and remakes, but I feel like if it's been since the 80s, it makes sense. So it would be time. Like if they were gonna make a Dirty Dancing reboot, I don't think I would be as mad about it because it's been since the 80s. So next for another 80s summer staple, we have the Goonies. I feel like this one's also pretty self-explanatory. It's just, I don't even know that it's actually set in the summer. I really don't think that it is, because I guess Oregon is kind of cold a lot of the time. I don't really know. It's kind of up far. I guess it's like near Canada. But it's also on the coast. So I don't know. I feel like they have like jackets and coats on. But like, is it a weekend? Is it in the fall? Like, I can't remember. Even if it's not set in the summer, it is still very summery to me. And I watch it every summer. Next on my list is a movie that I will be viewing when I'm in my feels, and it is 500 Days of Summer with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel. This movie is heartbreaking, but it's also beautiful, and yeah. This next one, if you don't watch it in the summer, you're a fake. It's so good, and it is Monte Carlo. It's probably one of the greatest movies ever created, and I think I have a lot of people that would back me up on that. Next we have Grease, which I'm very well aware does not take place in the summertime, but unless you watch it right when school starts, the only other really good time to watch it, if you just like really want to feel the essence of Grease, is the summer. Yeah. I'm learning that a lot of the summer vibe movies don't take place during summer, like Clueless. Clueless does not take place during the summer, but for some reason it's very summery. There we go. This is a movie that I have seen, but I have not seen it in a very, very long time, probably like upwards of like 5 to 7 years, and it is Little Miss Sunshine. I watched this movie multiple times growing up, and I have learned that I used to think that Little Miss Sunshine and RV were the same movie. I've also not seen RV in a really long time, but I'm going to be rewatching Little Miss Sunshine so that I can separate the two more in my mind. Yeah. Next, when I'm in like a scary, I want to laugh and scream at the same time kind of mood, I'll probably be watching the I Know What You Did Last Summer films. I watched them for the first time last year, and they're good. I think I watched them in the summer. I've seen a few episodes of the show. I have not seen it all though, so maybe I'll watch the show as well. The show is pretty good. Spencer Sutherland is in it, which is the reason I wanted to watch it. But yeah. Next one is a family summer movie staple that my family and I always watch, and it's What About Bob? It's a classic Bill Murray film. I've been watching it since I was a kid. My family and I will quote it all the time. It's just good. It's like very, it's like very deep, but it's also very funny and moving, and like, I don't know, there's a lot of moving parts to this movie that just make it really beautiful and fun to experience with your family. The next one on my list is a movie that I have not seen, and it is King Richard. I just did not ever get around to watching it, but I'm planning to watch it this summer. So these next two films are Teen Beach 1 and 2 and Camp Rock 1 and 2. If you don't watch Teen Beach and Camp Rock during the summer, are you really a Disney kid? No, you're not. This next one is La La Land, which is my second favorite film of all time. I love it so much. I will watch this movie any time of the year, but I will specifically make sure that I watch it for a viewing at least in the summer. I'm pretty sure I just watched this like a month ago or 2 months ago. It's a comfort movie, but not in the way where I would just like put it on in the background. But if I need just like a good movie to watch that I just like feel comforted knowing that I know everything about it, I will turn on La La Land. And I connect it a lot obviously to like my trip to like LA and things in California, which are very summery to me since I've been on summer vacation there. So I usually make sure that I watch it every year in the summertime. Next is a movie that I have not seen since quarantine, but early quarantine I did a Timothée Chalamet binge watch, so I pretty much watched everything that he's ever been in, and Hot Summer Nights is one of those movies. Hot Summer Nights is not my favorite, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just very like, like I don't think I would find myself watching this in like December or something, so I will probably be watching it again this summer. And I also don't remember too much about it because I was consuming so much Timmy content all at the same time, so Yes. Speaking of Timothée Chalamet, I will also watch Call Me By Your Name, which is also not one of my favorite films. I think that it's way overhyped. I think it's an incredible movie, but I was expecting way more out of it than what we got. But like, obviously Luca as a director is amazing, and Timothy's always great. And it takes place on the coast of Italy, which is one of my vacation fantasies. So I like watching it in the summer and pretending I'm on the countryside of Italy, like, obviously. These next two, I have 3 left on the list, and these next 2 are summer staples for me. Like, my summer has not begun until I have watched these. I've already watched one of them. I watched one of them yesterday. I'll probably watch the other one this weekend. But they are Aquamarine and the Lizzie McGuire movie. The Lizzie McGuire movie, I mean, top 10 Disney movies for sure. Top 10, maybe top 5. It is so good. Aquamarine, what a beautiful movie about friendship. That movie always never fails to make me cry. I will always cry, and I'm sure I've talked about it in some other video before, but there's just something so cute about Aquamarine that I love. The last one on my list that I want to share with you all is Footloose, the original. I also don't think that that one takes place in the summer, but for some reason I associate it with summertime. Does it? No, he's definitely in school because he's like the new kid. Yeah. And yeah, I will watch Footloose again. Yeah, there's a lot of just 80s classics that I associate with summertime apparently, so. But like Ferris Bueller, I don't, and neither do I like Breakfast Club. Like Ferris Bueller is very like springtime to me, and so is Breakfast Club. How interesting. And 16 Candles are very like early March, April vibes for me. I wonder if there's like a name for like seasonal association with films, because every film that I've ever watched I associate with the season. I don't know, it's very strange. Anyway, maybe that's like normal, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, thank you.